Like, you almost have to have this where people can see it to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise you'd check your phone, I'd check my phone, get up and go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it would be a normal thing to do. But by putting these headphones on
Mm-hmm.
and by having this microphone in front of our face, we lock in.
And know that how many million people are going to be watching it.
Fuckload. And it's more every week. It's growing in a weird way, like a fucking mold.
It's amazing.
It's strange. But this is the only way we would have this conversation. And it's made me far better at talking to people and understanding conversations and understanding what they are. And also examining my own speech patterns and the way I communicate and getting better at it.
I like how you said you started it just because you wanted to talk to people. Like, I think that's what it should be. It should just be that interest in having a conversation.
Well, I used to like doing radio when I was a guest, you know, on certain radio shows, you know, like you do like, if I was going to say I'd go to, you know, Phoenix or something like that, and I would go do stand-up there, I would have to promote it on the radio in the old days. And I would get there, and I would get there early and, you know, smoke a joint beforehand, drink a cup of coffee, get in and start talking shit and having a good time and laughing. I'd be like, that'd be fun to have a radio show, man. You know, just go in there and just talk and have fun. But the problem was, to me, it was like always the censorship. I was like, oh, you got to censor yourself. Then I started doing the Opie and Anthony show. And Opie and Anthony had a show on, you know, it was XM, then it became Sirius, and then they split up. But when I would do that, it was Opie and Anthony and Jim Norton. I was like, this is the best. This is so fun. And the way they did it, credit to them, the way they did it was different than any radio show I'd ever been a part of, because there was no structure at all. They would just bring comics in. It would just be me and Ari Shaffir and Bill Burr and Joey Diaz and all these guys. They would just come in and hang out and talk shit. There was no structure at all. It was just Anthony is such a smart and funny guy, and Opie would sort of run the thing, and Jim was there, and they would just let everybody talk. And I'd be like, this would be amazing. You could just come in and hang out and have fun. And then I started doing a podcast after that. But it was because of that. And then Anthony did a thing called Live from the Compound. He calls his house The Compound. And he did like this thing in his basement where he had a green screen, and he did his own show, and he did karaoke while he was holding a machine gun. He's fucking crazy. You know, Anthony's like a legit gun nut. But he had a studio that he built in his basement, like with like legitimate equipment. And I went, oh, and that inspired me. And that is literally what started me off to do a podcast, is seeing that he had set this up in his basement. And I was like, well, just start doing it.